What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! All flight, no fear. August is here. NBA 2K25 gameplay is officially here, as it should be. The game is dropping in less than 10 days. Word around the streets, they had a community day last week, and I was not invited. What is going on with these NBA 2K devs, bro? I'm the most unproblematic, respectful person in the community, bro, and I was not invited once again, bro. I haven't been invited to a community day since NBA 2K19 or 18. What did I do wrong, man? Anyway, man, we got the legend Joe Knows up in his bed. Joe Knows was one of the niggas that went to the community day. And he, in my opinion, has one of always the best breakdowns or build breakdowns and stuff like that. To be honest, I ain't even want to admit this because you feel me, I wanted to gatekeep so everybody else wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying. But I do be using, like, you know what I'm saying, his videos for, like, build advice and stuff throughout, like, the NBA 2K season, especially when I'm, like, trying to make, like, a second my player or something like that, or even get started into the game. And I'm definitely going to be tuned in and using Joe Knows when it comes to helping my player build, along with a couple of other legends in the 2K community as well. Joe Knows has a complete gameplay breakdown for NBA 2K25. Let's see what NBA 2K25 is looking like, and let's see if it will be officially pre-orderable after the video's up. Get your snacks in your pocket. We got a full 30-minute of NBA 2K25, I believe, raw gameplay or just gameplay in general.
We've got the new dribbling system, including speed boosting. We've got the new
Hold on. I had to make sure the video wasn't in, like, ×2 speed. Did you see how fast Fox was moving?
We've got the new dribbling system, including speed boost.
I hope that is a ×2 speed that Joe Knows is using on this effect, bro. This dude Fox is moving like Flash.
We've got the new dribbling system, including
speed
boosting.
Now it's got to be sped up, right?
Go-to shots that can lead to some insane greens. We've got the new go-to shots that can lead to some
I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of smooth.
New dribbling system, including speed boosting. We've got the new go-to shots that can lead to some insane greens.
It still has that, is that the right word, clunkiness or whatever to it? Like slow, sluggish a little bit, but it does have some smooth. I do like that step back right there.
Including speed boosting. We've got the
now, by the way, if you're complaining about me pausing video too much, there's a full original video that you can watch on Joe Knows' channel that will be unpausable and stuff like that. But hey, we're breaking down a 2K gameplay over here.
Go-to shots that can lead to some insane greens. We've got the shot rating you need to
okay, that's definitely sped up. That's definitely sped up now. Okay.
We've got the mid-range game covered for all you midi magicians out there. We've got the new rhythm shooting system. And for all you slashers, we've got a detailed meter dunking breakdown. We're going to cover the all-new shot contest system. And for all the centers, we cover the standing dunks and the paint mash. We've got Devin Booker floaters. We've got scoopers. Everything you need to know about layups. We've got everything from paint defense to perimeter bumps to bump steals. Lockdown, stay tuned. Of course, we're going to break down post scoring, and spoiler alert, it's really good again. We've got ankle breakers.
See, I'm glad that Joe Knows said that.
And spoiler alert, it's really good again. We've got...
See, that's a sign right there that post scoring is literally OP in the game, once again. And I've already told you guys, with my player this year, we're doing things a little bit different. Last year, we did start off making a guard, but if you tune in, about like maybe 2 months later, we made a Wet Bananas build, and we had massive success. We had plenty of 1v1 videos that you could check out from NBA 2K24, and we played absolutely amazing. And everybody was like, bro, this is like the best build that you ever made. You need to stick with it. And, bro, like, best believe we are. I've already said it, but we are officially retiring the point guard build, and we are on to the demigod / Wet Bananas type of player build, bro, to just have more success. And plus, bro, if you really look at it, dog, it's just really so many point guard meta type of builds, bro. And it's just like, it's really difficult to really just like use them nowadays, because if you make the 6'4" meta point guard build, you got to match up against the 6'7" and then the 6'8" guards for like the park and stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, it's just like not worth it, I feel like, to a certain point. Obviously, with the Wemby type of build, I still got my type of dribbles and stuff like that. Obviously, a little bit dumbed down a little bit. I already got, like, you know what I'm saying, the same FTC squad and everything, you know what I'm saying? No new niggas, you know what I'm saying? Same circle. So, hey, man, it's going to be very exciting, man. I'm going to have a lot more dominant games and stuff like that, and a lot more people probably raging because they can't stop the Wemby type of build, bruh.
Ankle breakers, blowout dribbles, Patty Mills jump shot, everything you want to know about NBA 2K25 is in this video. Drop a like, let's get it to 10,000 likes, and let's get into it.
Let's get it,
let's talk about dribbling. Okay, there was a lot of things floating around the internet about how you could not speed boost on this game. I don't know, listen, y'all gotta be careful who y'all talk to. You can speed boost on 2K25, okay?
I'm not tripping, I think that dribble animation was from NBA 2K20. What Fox is doing right here?
Ooh, listen, y'all gotta be careful who y'all talk to.
Right here.
You can speed boost on 2K25. Okay?
I think.
Let's chill. You can speed boost, okay? Was it different? Absolutely. Is it gonna take us a little while to figure out how to speed boost out of every single move on the game? Of course. Just like 2K24, in the beginning of the game, nobody could speed boost out of stuff. People were spamming Magic Johnson crossover for like 2 months. Right? It took us a while. People thought you had to have Kyrie Irving dribble style to speed boost. And then we realized, okay, you got to do a hezzy out of each dribble move, and then you can burst cleanly. It's going to be something like that along the lines for 25 as well.
Okay.
We just got to find the sauce. People like Young Dirk and Koza were doing a lot more dribble labbing than me. I just tested it a little bit. I speed boosted with De'Aaron Fox, with John Morant, with LeBron James. And for those of you that were also wondering, LeBron hotback is back. Yeah, you still get the big hotback, and for the small guards, I mean, Chris Paul's got the same thing. So, LeBron hotback is back. You're gonna be doing it.
Okay.
The combos, the quick little combos that.
Bro, Curry's shot looks a lot quicker, which is good.
Like Steph Curry has to like dance behind the screen, and John Morant right there to like get into the mid range. They felt pretty smooth, pretty clean. I lapped up a little bit. You know, you could spam like the jaw aggressive combo breakdown. Smooth, pretty clean. I lapped up a little bit. You know, you could spam like the jaw aggressive.
Bro, yo, the toxic dribbling, I ain't gonna lie, looks like it's about to be back. Like how it was in like 2K 2019 and like the 2K16 days. Even though you guys know I wasn't on 2K16 because I took a break from 2K for that year. But I've seen plenty of clips on what that toxic dribbling. Did you just see, guys? Did you just see this shit?
They felt pretty smooth, pretty clean. I lapped up a little bit. You know, you could spam
this
like
nigga Jaja was tweaking right there, bro. What the hell?
The jaw aggressive combo breakdown, and I chained together some decent little moves. In my opinion, the big players almost moved better than the small players, but like, look at him.
Bro, see, this is exactly why I'm making my Wet Bananas build. Joe Knows said it right there. This man played 2K25 already, and he probably has a game right now while we're speaking and reacting to this right now. Guys, did you just hear that right now? Do not question why I'm changing and moving on to a different type of build.
The big players almost moved better than the small players, but like,
he literally said the big players literally move better than the small players. Bro, I'm about to eat so good on the pot. Bro, I'm about to have so many niggas hating, bro. They'd be like, why you have a 7-2 demigod on the basketball court?
Like, look at, I'm speed boosting with De'Aaron Fox, like, no problem. And this was me labbing for like 5 to 10 minutes, you know? So that whole thing, people were tweeting, oh, there's no speed boosting. I don't know what these people, I don't know if they played the same game as me, but you see the cross launch on the crossover right there, little like quick, I guess kind of quick stop pull up, the magic crossover.
And if I'm not tripping either, the player models look a little bit like smaller, which is not a bad thing, you know what I'm saying? It looked like a lot more smaller and like, if it makes sense, you know?
To like the John Wall crossover to the hoop right here. There's definitely going to be some ways to get over.
That Magic Johnson was cold. I ain't gonna lie.
20 minutes of labbing the demo game at Community Day is not enough. It's going to take a little while. You see the John Wall snatchback from last year. There's a lot of ways that we're going to figure out to get open, whether you're on a bigger player, a smaller player. You can speed boost. Dribbling is different, 100%. Just like every other year. We got to lab it up. We got to find out the best SIGs. We're using NBA players. NBA players... Even a Kyrie Irving, De'Aaron Fox, a Trae Young, they do not have optimized SIGs. They have a couple good SIGs, but they don't have like your My Player where you have, you know, one of the best animations in every category. They might have 1 or 2 or 3 good dribble moves in their package of whatever it is, 10 dribble moves, let's say, while your My Player has 10 good animations. All animations you have are good and give you clean bursts and clean movement. These guys are, you know, they're NBA players. They have their actual SIGs. Some of them are trash. Some of their SIGs are trash. Just a bug almost hit me in the eye. Some of their SIGs are trash every year, right? So let's relax. I think we're going to be fine. Just like at the beginning of 24, it felt stiff, it felt slow. Nobody could figure out how to move cleanly and speed boost. And like I said, people were spamming Magic Johnson crossover for like a month or two. We're going to figure it out. When it comes to Steezo, Steezo's going to go crazy on this game. I was able to like dribble backwards a little bit, and I'm not I'm not Steezo. Steezo's going to go absolutely insane on this game. All right, so let's look at the new shot timing profiles. You have layup timing and shot timing profiles. So for layup timing, you have real player percentage, low, normal, and high risk. You still have your shot timing visual cue. At least in the demo version, you couldn't create the custom cue that they had talked about.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I hate when they change up these release type of shits, bro. Like, is this the same thing as last year? They just moved it around. I really hate when they be switching up the release. Like last year, you had like a very early release. You had like a late release, bro. And bro, that like literally affected so many different people and everything. That affected me the first month of the game, bro. Like, I miss when you was able to make, like white releases and stuff like that, and it wasn't so everything got to be perfect green release, bro.
So you could just choose from the ones from last year, so I put it on push. And then for the shot timing profile, you see it's set to difficulty based, which is basically it just automatically adjusts depending on the difficulty you're playing on. So I don't know how that's going to work with online gameplay, if that's going to be an option. But you still have real player percentage, low, normal, and high risk. And essentially, you can read the descriptions here, but the higher the risk you go, the more your timing matters. And I'm going to be honest, unless you have bad Wi-Fi or you're just extremely new to 2K, after testing normal and high risk and all these options, everyone's going to play on high risk. Like, everyone that plays the game and is, I'd say, average.
I ain't even going to lie. I'm going to start taking some notes right quick. No, let me just write it. I'm going to just do that. I can't find my composition book. It's somewhere around here. All right, so this is actually very important. You know what I'm saying? You can laugh all you want to, but I'm not struggling the first
Everyone's going to play on
week
high
of the
risk.
game.
Like, everyone that plays the game and is, I'd say, average to above average, unless you have bad Wi-Fi, you're going to play on high risk because it gives you more control over whether you green or not.
Okay, so right there, he literally just said, I'm writing that in my notes on my phone, play on high risk.
And shooting on high risk, as you're going to see, even with low 3-point ratings, I was still able to spark. So here's what I was talking about. You see I have it set to high risk reward on your shot timing profile, okay?
Right.
And I'm using Ja Morant here. The difficulty is on Hall of Fame, and we're going to go in and we're going to check out Ja's 3-point rating. It is a 78 3-point rating, and I did go look at his badges after. He has no limitless range, so not even bronze limitless range.
Wow.
You know, he's got a few shooting badges, if I remember correctly, but I just looked to see if he had limitless. It's on Hall of Fame, and like this is using Ja's jump shot base with no jump shot boost. I don't think he had any 3-point hot zones, and I was still able to just green. So in my opinion, if you're not using high risk, high reward, you're going to be at an extreme disadvantage, especially when you play against other good players. Like I said, unless you have bad Wi-Fi or something, you're going to be on that high risk. Now, the next thing I wanted to test was limitless range. It's on Hall of Fame, and I'm shooting from the logo. Steph has Hall of Fame limitless range. So, you know, this year you can get legend limitless range, but no NBA players that we played on had legend badges. So I wasn't able to test any legend badges. But as you can see, I can shoot from basically the center circle with Hall of Fame limitless. Now, Steph does have a 99.3, but he only has half limitless. So it's going to be interesting to see what that legend limitless is like. Let's move on. All right, let's talk about the new stick shooting. Okay, obviously we've read about it. Now this is it in action. Basically, it gives you 2 timings. It gives you
Steph Curry's scissor dribble is crazy, bro.
2 timings. It gives you a feedback on the first initial push of the stick in terms of your timing, and then it gives you a second reading at the bottom that talks about your tempo. Now, if you green both the timing and the tempo, you make it every time from what I saw. If you green one or the other, you make it a decent amount of the time. But as you see in this screenshot, you got the timing and the tempo. And, you know, right here, I got great timing, great tempo. So they're both green. You make the shot every time from what I saw. But the main problem I think is going to come with this is, let's look at the 2 situations. First of all, catch and shoot. When you're catching and shooting using the stick shooting, it seemed like there was a slight delay. Like there was a little bit of a hitch in terms of how fast you could get the shot off. And maybe I was just doing it wrong because it was the first time playing the game. But even people that I talked to, they kind of said They felt like they could shoot much quicker. Like you could instantly shoot the ball if you shot with the button on catch and shoots.
I always shoot with the button. Like I never understood people that use like the shot stick and stuff. Like the only time I use a shot stick is if I'm trying to like pull off like a gather or a step back type of move. I've never used a stick. Or sometimes if I'm bored and I'm on a free throw line, I'll use like the analog stick just to, you feel me, challenge myself. But I'm always using the square button to shoot.
And there was that slight hitch, slight delay using the stick, which obviously is going to lead to your shot getting contested more because you can't get the shot off as quickly. The other situation besides catch and shoot is dribbling. And obviously it's something new, and I was only experimenting with it for a few minutes on this demo version of 2K25, but to go from comboing dribble moves to then shooting with the stick, it felt very awkward, and maybe that's just because it's new. If I had to guess whether people are going to use it or not, I would say majority of people will not use this. Kind of like the shot aiming back in 2K21. I think it was 2K21 if y'all remember that. I feel like it's going to kind of be like that. You'll get a few people experimenting with it, but for the most part, people are going to stick with that button shooting, especially with the high risk option. I just feel like it was so consistent, even with that, even with John Morant, with the 78 3 ball. Like imagine, you know, my players with much higher ratings, with jump shot boost, with hot zones, lethal zones, etc., etc. Y'all, you guys understand what I'm saying. The one situation I think I could see people potentially using the stick shooting is on fades. Now these clips are from my boy Swag.
Or even fades too. Yeah, I forgot to say that too.
It felt really good when he was just kind of running to the side and shooting like a mid-range fade. So maybe people will use that. He said he would kind of experiment with it more and consider it. But for someone like me who's typically isoing, I don't see myself comboing up and creating space and then using the stick to shoot. So experiment with it as you want. I'll probably test it out a little bit more, but I think I'm just going to be shooting with the button on that high risk, high reward. Go-to shots. These are actually pretty cool. How effective?
That's crazy as hell. They really stole those go-to shots from NBA Live, bro. Go look up NBA Live 09 and 08 and shit like that, bro. That's literally all from NBA Live. All the NBA All-Stars had a move called go-to moves and stuff like that. And
will they be?
That's crazy.
I'm not sure. And did they soup up the green window on these? I don't know, because I was green and reds and yellows on these like crazy. And yes, this is on Hall of Fame. That is a very tight.
Okay, that's a good thing. If you heard of Jono said that this is on Hall of Fame that he's playing on, which is a good thing to note.
Coverage that we're going to get into shortly. On Hall of Fame difficulty over Michael Jordan, who has straight Hall of Fame defensive badges. Here's another one right here with Kevin Durant. And it's a greened another red contest over
There's Wemby gameplay.
Chris Middleton. So the go-to shots. The reason I like
Come on, man, bro. I'm using a wet bananas type of player build in the park, bro.
Another red contest.
Bro, everybody I know day one is gonna have 90% guards in the park, bro. I'm about to be pissing off so many niggas, bro.
Over Chris Middleton. So the go-to shots. The reason I like them is just because they look really, really nice. Aesthetically, they are very pleasing. They look very like they literally as a fan of the NBA, they look just like the player movement. That
literally looks like SGA's go-to. I ain't gonna lie.
Some of them are a little slow and they don't create a lot of space.
Bro, I don't know what it is, bro, but Edwards' animations in 2K is so slow. Like, even they fucked up his face scan. Like, do they hate Edwards, bro?
I don't know how much people will actually use them in, like, online gameplay. But the one thing that is good about these, as we read in the courtside report, if you watched that video or read about it yourself, you can, at any moment out of those combinations, you can speed boost out of it. You can also at any moment, as you, let's say you go tween, behind the back, tween, tween, pop. At any moment in that sequence, you can do a different dribble move. So let's say I go tween, behind the back, tween, and then I want to just do like an escape and run right. I can escape and run right at any moment within that whole sequence. And that's like the shot canceling feature that they were talking about. And I was a little skeptical because I was like, well, on past 2Ks, you could shot cancel, like you do a hop jumper, you just don't shoot it, right? You do a hop jumper and then just like run out of it. But it was much smoother, like they said, I will say. So we'll have to experiment with it. I'm sure everyone's gonna find like the one or two good like signature go-to shot that creates a ton of space or allows you to like really hop away and then like combo out of that and get to the basket or whatever. They, you know, people are always gonna find like the most effective ones and use them online. But from a visual standpoint, they looked really good. And I don't know if they souped up the green windows, like I said, but I was green and contested signature go-to shots a lot. And all the gameplay you see in this video is on Hall of Fame. Off dribble shooting. For those of you that love the mid-range and love the hop jumpers and fades and all that, it felt really good. I'll be honest. Like, I mean, obviously I'm using Kevin Durant and some other really good, high-rated players, but it felt very greenable. Yellows, reds, felt... I think the mid-range is going to be lethal again on this game. Like, it's going to be something people can go to with the front fades.
So that's a note right there to say the mid-range is OP in this game.
The side fades, the back fades, the hop jumpers.
Damn. That means people are going to be abusing them fades now in the park, bro. I remember, niggas get like a 6'1" guard and just ISO speed boost and fade either on the left or right side. So that's one thing you got to look out for.
That's all the stuff that all you, like, midi loving players loved about 24. I feel like the mid-range
midi loving players. You know Joe knows it's triggered at that.
So, yeah, whether you're shooting the signature shots, the hop shots, the fades, the mid-range is definitely going to be back this year, in my opinion. Of course, I'm just playing against the AI, but I think I get a pretty good sense of it from what I tested, and middies are going to be good yet again. Let's get into meter dunking. Now, the first thing you might see, the actual meters, there is no green window that it shows. So in order to determine whether it's a good or a bad dunk attempt, I'm not really sure. It's a bit of guesswork. Did it feel good? Oh, it still felt good. Yup. It's still
like that right there. That's not a good look right there. Like 2K, like imagine you, like Des, like imagine you putting something in the game that somebody played early and they don't even know how to figure it out. So you mean to tell me that we gotta guess our green window? So there's gonna be a lot of missed dunks this year, I'm assuming. If you're using the shot stick, I really don't really use that unless it's like my team. Sometimes I use it on like a my player when I you know what I'm saying, like just to challenge myself if I'm up by like 6. But bro, that's crazy.
It felt real good. I did not green all of them, so it wasn't like super duper easy to the point that you could just be brain dead and do it. All of these are on Hall of Fame. But as I said, there's no green window to tell you if it's like in 24, for example, you'd say, oh, it's a big meter or a small meter. You know, they talked about the dunk meter logic was going to change, and it wasn't just going to be straight up big or straight up tiny. Like there was going to be in between, but we don't even know if they're, you know, we don't really even know what is considered an in between or what's considered a big meter, small meter. We don't know any of that because when you go up, regardless of which of the 3 dunk meters you pick, it doesn't show you a green window. And the same is for standing dunks that we're going to get into in a second. So I guess it's going to be a lot of trial and error on what's a good take and what's like super greenable. The one thing I will say is going against smaller play, like jaw dunking on a guard, definitely felt a lot easier as I miss one on Dinwiddie. I mean, I will show that. The one thing I will say is the opponent, the defender mattered. For example, like trying to dunk on Draymond felt a lot more difficult than trying to dunk on a guard, like a Kyrie Irving.
That's how it should be.
Like, it definitely felt like the defender's attributes and badges mattered more than it did on 24, which overall is a good thing. I think that makes sense. But like I said, without being able to see the green window, you really don't know what's a good or a bad take. It's going to be a lot of trial and error. Did it still feel good? Absolutely. Let's get into shot contest. So they took away percentages. And from what I understand, there won't be percentages in the real game either. So there's wide open, I think there's open, and then there's light pressure, which is a yellow contest, and then there's tight, which is a red contest. And then another degree that I saw was very tight, but it was also red colored. So I'm assuming it's just like obviously a heavier contested tight shot, but we don't know like how much more of an effect that has. Now, the bigger question I have is some of these shot contest systems. So I just have 2 examples here because I don't want to go on and on for hours and hours, but check this out. Okay, KD pulls up, it's a light pressure, okay, shooting it over Brook Lopez. Now let's check out this MJ fade over Dwayne Wade. That's a red. So let's break this picture down. I froze it at the release point of both of their jump shots. If you see the first one on the left with Dwayne Wade, I reached. I'm the defender in this situation.
See, this is a bad thing right here, a flaw right here I'm noticing right here. Jordan, he's literally kicking Wade. There needs to be more like contact. Like how is his foot going right through Wade? If they wanted, this game is all about making realistic, simulated basketball, right? If his leg kicked out, his whole body should contort or something. You know what I'm saying? Like
I tried to like get a strip animation or something like that. So there is no hand even above Michael Jordan's waist at the time of him releasing that fade. And I got a red contest. Now on the flip side over here with Kevin Durant, Brook Lopez contested this shot pretty damn well. Like, his hand is all the way up basically by Durant's wrist, almost right by his hand. It might be like one of those in real life where you shoot and the defender, you know, you high-five the defender as you release the ball. Like, he's right there, and that's a yellow. So that makes me think maybe Dwayne Wade's perimeter is much higher than Brook Lopez's. Maybe his challenger is much higher, or is it going to go back to contests where it's just really depends on where you're standing? Like, if you're in the hitbox probably isn't the right term, but you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're like right up against...
So basically, I think what he's trying to say is that 2K is just having another game where they just randomly just give you contested shots that look like they're smothered. They're just be, you know what I'm saying, wide open type of shots. It's basically this randomness.
Defender, even without a hand up, is it going to be a red this year? Because I'm going to be honest, though, the jump shot that KD's taking looks a hell of a lot more contested than the one that Michael Jordan's taking. And like I said, the Jordan contest was a red, and the KD contest was a yellow. I'm not really sure about this. I'm not really sure. Obviously, online gameplay will be the ultimate determining factor on like how we feel about shot contests, but this was just something that I noticed when I was going back over all the gameplay that I had, and I was like, man, like, that looks way more contested than the other one, and the other one registered as a red, so I'm not really sure how I feel about shot contests, and I can't really give you guys a good answer on if it's better, worse, or the same, or whatever the case may be, as opposed to 24. So this is one, my bad. I'm just showing you the example. I can't give you an answer on this one. So let's talk about them taking away the percentages real quick. Immediately my brain goes, man, like, there's a big difference between a 6% yellow contest and a 36% yellow contest. And we're not going to know that this year. So does that mean every single light contest is exactly the same? Does that mean, you know, obviously depending on the level of your challenger and your perimeter defense, does that make it easier to get a red contest instead of a yellow? Or is it just across all you know, is whatever's a yellow is a yellow regardless of badges, but then because of the level of the badge will be like how effective that yellow contest is? It just kind of raises a lot of questions about how effective shot contests are going to be, because you're not going to really know in great detail what level the contest is. It's just either open, wide open, yellow, or red. Like, there's no more information than that. And from what I was told, it's not getting added to the real game. Like, this, the way it was in the demo is how it's going to be in the game. Let's talk about some standing dunks, some paint mash, something for you centers. Now, standing dunks, first of all, were really OP in 24 because of the jab step. No more jab steps in the paint. Every time you...
Thank you! Thank you, bro. You hear that? For all you loser-ass niggas, especially in, like, the 1v1s, bro?
We're really OP in 24 because of the jab step. No more jab steps in the paint. Every time you try to jab step, you see right here, it's just, you pump fake.
Thank you, bro. I can't believe 2K literally purposely did not patch that at all in 2K24. Fuck Rhino the fuck Mike Wing. I know y'all seen that exploit. I know y'all seen that annoying-ass exploit that was only done by Hall of Fame versions and stank-ass, stinky-ass niggas, my nigga. Bro, basically, what I'm basically saying, bro, or what I'm talking about, if you play it majority of the time, it was done in ones. You could do it in 3v3s too, or pro-am or whatever. But most of the time, niggas will just double team it to like stop it. But bro, especially in ones, bro, when somebody had even like a 6'8" like paint beast, bro, all they would do is back you down in the paint, stop they dribble purposely, and then just jab step. They will literally travel, and the game will not call it. And it would like kind of slide them to the rim to the point where they just have like an easy 99. Even if you contest it, it's just like a 99 because it's just straight directly under the paint. And they was able to dunk it, bro. Finally, bro, them cheesing and glitches, bro, y'all gonna have to find something else, bro. Find something else. Because that's how majority of y'all even was getting on like all them like hot 10 ball like streaks and everything like that, bro. I am so happy 2K took that out. And man, they really did that on purpose and waited till 2K25 came out to just make it look like it was an upgraded game, bro. Because you really could have patched that last year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even like, I hope that they patched the double dribble thing too that you see. You know what I'm talking about in the post? They do like a certain post move and they're just able to just constantly double dribble. I hope that's the same thing applied, bro. Damn, thank you.
Pump fake. There's no more, you can't Kobe jab in the paint or do any triple threat jab in the paint. Now, the one thing I will say about the standing meter dunks, just like the driving meter dunks, because there's no green window, you don't really know what is a good one and a bad one. So it's going to, again, be a lot of trial and error. Did I green some? Absolutely. You can also still standing contact dunk with X. I got a couple of those in there in the limited amount of time where I was testing this. Paint.
Yo, Anthony Davis had a cup in his hand. Look at this.
Amount of time where I was testing.
He got a cup in his hand. That's funny.
Paint mashing. Until we play against other human beings is going to be tough to really get a read on it. But one thing I will say is like moving people out of the way and going up with close shots did feel pretty effective. Obviously, all these guys have high close shot like Giannis and Wembanyama, but look at like Giannis pushing Kevin Durant in and then going up and getting a layup, still greening it over light pressure. I feel like paint mashing could be determined a lot more this year off of potentially close shot, but more importantly, having some post control, because without the jab step, to be able to create the space and be able to create the room that you need to be able to standing dunk or standing layup, I feel like could be a challenge, because that was the main reason on 24 it was so good, because of the jab. The jab would get you that separation, get the defender off of you, and then you could go up. But without having the jab, you're going to have to go to other ways. And maybe post control becomes a little bit more important for a center who's looking to be an offensive option down low. We'll have to wait and see, like I said, until we play online, because just against the AI, it's never really a true read on how it's going to be. All right, let's get into some layups. Now, layups on 24 were really good, and as the year went on, more and more people found out about how good they were, and people started making the Devin Booker floater builds. The animation is still in the game. I didn't test it for too long, so I just got a couple clips for you there. I missed one, I made one. But also in the game, scoopers. Scoopers are back. You still get the cheese body-to-body scooper animation. They did not remove that. Now, the thing about this is, I don't even know if the devs know this is in the game. Like, once people found this move out, they did it a lot in Pro-Am. I know some people did it in the stage. It was a bit more of a sweaty move, but basically, you could just body through somebody even if they had a 99 strength and you had no strength. Strength had nothing to do with it, and that's why I'm not sure the devs even know this is in the game. So that body-to-body, like, scooper cheese layup animation is still a thing, and it is still very effective. I greened some yellows with it, and most of them said open. Now, also with that, there's some cool new animations like that, where it's like the dude's kind of pushing LeBron in the back, and it just looks cool, and overall, layups did feel very, very effective. Now, again, it's against the AI. Like, we have to wait and see how it feels online, but overall, layups, they felt good. The D-Book floater's back, the scooper's back. Even if you don't get the scooper cheese layup, like where you the body-to-body scooper cheese, just even regular scoopers felt good. I greened a lot of layups, and then even like with the smaller players, like if they take you out of a dunk, you can green the layup. Those of you that were asking me to test the layups, I would definitely say for those of you that love layup builds and all that, it's definitely going to be viable again. There might even be some good new layup animations. We'll have to wait and see, you know, if we find like something even better than the D-Book floater this year or whatever. But definitely was fun to do the layups. There's some cool new animations that I noticed. And for those like more sweaty players, the D-Book's back. The body-to-body scoopers are back. Those are all still going to be really effective. Now let's talk about some defense. Pluck steals were kind of tough to test, but for those locks that want bump steals back, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they are back, because I was blitzing the computer on Hall of Fame, and anytime my body hit that ball, the ball popped free. So those lockdowns that were frustrated all of 24 with not being able to get the bump steals they feel they were able to get, or they feel they should have got, I should say, I think you're going to be able to get bump steals like crazy this year. Like, look, I'm blitzing Devin, but it's on Hall of Fame, and I'm just blitzing it. Like, anytime my body hit that ball, it popped free, and
that's how it should be.
Testing plucks with the NBA players against the AI is just difficult, because not a lot of the guys have like Hall of Fame glove with 99 steal, like you know,
the ball's exposed. Literally, you should literally do that.
You know, anytime I did go for a reach on the ball, I did not get it. Now there's no right stick ripper, and when I tested it in 24, I was getting a ton of on-ball steals. I didn't test it for very long this year because, you know, I had a limited amount of time and I had to get in the builder and all that. But to me, the main thing that stood out for steals was,
this is realistic. I love seeing this. I love seeing this. This is exactly what should happen.
In the builder and all
look
that.
Look how Kevin Durant's dribbling.
To me,
you literally dribbled on his body. I always have preached that all the time. Yo, y'all, some of y'all in the park, bro, about to get like 7 turnovers a game, bro. Because niggas would relentlessly dribble on little niggas' thighs or their ankles, bro, and they would never lose the ball, bro.
Main thing that stood out for steals was bump steals.
That's nice.
Bump steals felt like they were like really effective. Like if you position yourself correctly and you get your body onto that basketball, it's gonna pop free from the ball handler, which in my opinion takes more skill than getting a pluck steal anyway. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm not sure about pluck steals, but they definitely didn't feel how they felt when I tested 2K24 last year at Community Day. Maybe I didn't test them enough, but I will say in the demo mode that I played here, this demo version of the game, bump steals felt really, really good. Some more defense. The bumps that you could get on the ball handler felt good. That on-ball menace, I think that's what they said was like the new clamps as you see it popping up in the top right-hand corner. You can get a lot of bumps, but like Bill Cartwright right there getting that little blow-by animation on Chris Bosh, I don't think the bumps are like so OP to the point that people won't be able to move. Obviously, I think it's going to depend on what build is playing against what build, what the strength is, what the immovable forcer is, what the lightning launch is on, all that. But Bill Cartwright right there got a blow-by animation moving in slow motion against Chris Bosh. But then I also got some really good bump animations with LeBron against Scottie Pippen. So hopefully it's balanced, and hopefully it's not just super RNG whether you get a good bump or they get a blow-by. Hopefully it actually does depend on momentum and badges and attributes and all that. Tough to say against the AI, like I said, but once we get into online gameplay, I think within a couple weeks we will definitely have our answer. We touched on paint defense a little bit already when we were talking about the meter dunks, but it felt pretty good in terms of like if you kept your body between somebody in the hoop, you could definitely wall up. Chase down block right there with LeBron, definitely can still, you know, chase people down. Nothing crazy there. But did the computer make some red layups on me? Absolutely. You know, did they make some yellows on me? Absolutely. I think it all depends on your positioning and then also your rating and your badges. Anytime I feel like I was on a good enough defender and I got my body in position to stop a drive, I feel like I got the stop pretty consistently. Also, when I was doing the meter dunks, like I said, it was much harder to meter dunk on a Draymond Green than it was on a Kyrie Irving. So I think size, but then also attributes matter. Like Draymond's defense and badges are definitely a lot better than Kyrie's when it comes to inside. So I think that's also a big factor to take into consideration, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay, here we go again. Post scores, well, every year, bro. Every year. They're going to be godly, bro. They're going to be godly. I'm telling you that right now.
This man Joe Knows went to the Great Depression when explaining the post scoring, bro. I can't wait to make this Wet Bananas type of player build, bro. Oh, man. It's over, bro. It's over.
Okay, here we go.
Wet Bananas build with 2 6'7" guards that can shoot the 3, or 1 guard that can shoot the 3, and then I have another power forward center, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can run, you know what I'm saying, my demigod with my man Schmaggy Mo, or my other centers that's on the FTC squad, and then have a guard, you know what I'm saying, like man Mario, you know what I'm saying, or my other FTC members in the FTC team, bro.
Post scores, well,
bro, look at Joe Knows' face, bro. So the most, look at his face, bro. This is giving it all away. Bro, the most OP thing in the game is going to be post scoring.
Every year, bro.
Now, the type of, if you remember, my type of player I made wasn't a post scorer, but it's going to be great decoy when I can act like I'm going to get in the post and do a post move and then kick out to somebody wide open, or I can just hit them with that, like, spin-off move and then go straight to the rack. You know, even when you watch people play the 1v1s, man, we didn't abuse the post hooks. Niggas that sit there and abuse 6+ post hooks as a scoring, you are a certified version of a loser, 100%.
Every year.
But
they're going to be godly, bro. They're going to be godly. I'm telling you that right now. You still get the spin throw animations. The post hooks felt good. The post fades felt good. And Joel only has gold post badges.
That's that move I was talking about.
There's 2 tiers up, right? You can go to you can go to Hoff, and then you could go to Legend. So a pure post scorer with Legend post badges. Just get ready, bro. That's all I'm saying. Just get ready. They're back. They are back again. They are back again. The fades felt, obviously Embiid has a really good mid-range rating and post-control rating and all that. So the fades with him did feel, you know, extremely good. I don't think we're going to have as high a rating on, you know, if you made a 7-3 post score.
Damn, we need to hear about how's it like. I mean, obviously we know the mob career face scans is back, but we need to see how like in depth it looks
you could
now.
if you went small wingspan. But anyways, my point is post scores are back. They're gonna be godly. You can still throw people. The drop steps felt really, really good. The hooks, the fades.
Nice.
This was with gold badges, Imagine Legend. Y'all get the point. On and on and on. Post scores, yet again, they're gonna be godly. Another thing to test was the blowout dribble. Now you do it with the flicking the right stick up, and I'll be honest, it did feel better than 2K24. It definitely felt like you could.
Damn! Look how fast LeBron is in the open court. This should happen, but bro, this is crazy.
Than 2K24. It definitely felt like you could.
I ain't gonna lie, this might be the year. I think the top 2 type of builds to make is like a LeBron or Kevin Durant type of build, or a Wet Bananas type of build. I think the point guard meta build is slowly fading away, unless you're a very, very good dribbler and speed booster / fader. Bro, look at this, bro. This is crazy. And he's playing on Hall of Fame. He's already proven it.
To be honest, it did feel better than 2K20.
I like that, though. I 100% like that. Like the speed differential, the speed gap, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's nice. That's nice.
It definitely felt like you could actually kind of get downhill with it.
That's,
in terms of just
like, yeah, that's what I was like, that downhill badge. That looks like the actual downhill badge is actually working. The last time I seen that working was in 2K20 days.
Separation from the opponent, it did
even
feel
right
better.
there, I like that. LeBron is 100% faster. Prime LeBron, well, LeBron still is prime, but like, you know, LeBron is way faster than prime Scottie Pippen. This is exactly what should happen.
Downhill with it. In terms of just getting separation from the
Look
opponent,
at that. That's nice.
Did feel
I like
better,
that.
But I was playing against the AI, of course. We got to see when there's another human being sprinting as fast as he can to try to catch up to you. When it comes to ankle breakers, I really only got one.
Damn.
And I didn't even do it on purpose. And it was on a hop jumper, unfortunately. So, are ankle breakers back? Are they going to be effective?
Bro, ankle breakers, I've barely seen them in the last, like, 2 years in 2K. I don't know what they did with them.
I'm not really sure. But one thing I will say was when I was dribbling on the perimeter a lot, I would get oohs and ahs from the crowd. And, like, I wasn't getting any crazy ankle breaker. It was almost like I was getting stun animations just from doing, like, small little
Ankle
combos.
assassin.
So it almost seemed...
So kind of exposing the thing right there is showing that ankle breakers isn't really a thing. Ankle assassin badge is probably not going to work. I wouldn't use it.
Like, it worked as an ankle breaker, but also tight handles. If y'all remember tight handles, we get those stun animations. And it wasn't like anything crazy in terms of the stuns.
That presents problems. Guys, thank you, David.
But I heard the crowd every time I saw the defender wobble, even just a little bit, you know, ooh, we'll see once we get online. I didn't like spam to get ankle breakers all that often, but everyone else I talked to said they barely got any. All right, a lot of you guys asked me about Patty Mills' jump shot because it was so good in 24, and I'm gonna be honest, it's still fast. Obviously, this is just, this is the actual Patty Mills jump shot. I wasn't able to create a custom Patty Mills with different releases, but it is still really fast. It feels relatively the same as last year. Depending on shot contests and depending on, obviously, once, you know, 2K Labs gets in and tests all the green window sizes for the bases and the releases and all that, it'll determine if it's going to be the best shot in the game again. But in terms of speed and visual looks and everything, I mean, Patty was still pattying. I'm gonna be honest, Patty was still pattying, so it might be one of the best shots on the game again. We'll have to see, and a big determining factor on why Patty Mills was the best shot on 24 was the contest system. Just for whatever reason, just Patty would just register opens almost all the time. Like even the 5% contests on 24 looked like they should have been reds. Like it was crazy in terms of negating contests. That's why it really was a crazy, crazy shot on 24. So we'll have to see how that plays out on 25, but it is still on 25, and it's still fast, and it looks the same. So for those of you that wanted me to test Patty, there's your quick little review. Well, that's my NBA 2K25 gameplay breakdown. If you're looking for my NBA 2K25 My Player Builder breakdown, click that video on the screen right there. You don't want to miss that. You definitely don't want to miss that.
Where is it? Where is it? My Player Builder breakdown? He probably didn't upload it yet. Yeah, he... Oh, wait, 25 My Player Builder. Oh, yeah, didn't we already look at this? Yeah, we already looked at it, I think. Did we?
The NBA 2K25 My Player Builder is officially here. A brand new attribute system.
I think I looked at it on my own time. I don't think we reacted on the channel. It's just a builder. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he doesn't have, like, all the builds. I feel like we reacted to it, though. I might be tripping. Damn, I'm like contemplating, do we react to it or not? I feel like we did or didn't off. I had to do it off stream because I seen the red bar, you know, where it shows if you watch the video or not. Until he makes like a Wemby like type of like, well, let's skim through it. Let's skim through it.
A brand new badge system, including a... See, the next thing that stands out is over here on the right side. Now adds 2 stamina attribute with the ball. Pepper. Post up poet.
We had that react. I think I remember this video. That's crazy as hell, man. A lot of guys left the ganja, huh? All right, man. So after all the info that you guys have seen so far, is this officially enough for you guys to pre-order the game? What the f is wrong with this damn motherfucking webcam? I know I'm just fixing it now. The video's crazy. But, bro, damn, I hate when that damn background green screen shit pop. But, like, is this enough for y'all to pre-order the game? The game drops in less than 7 days, man. I'm waiting for the park gameplay. They said it was dropping park gameplay on like the 27th, I believe, if I got the dates wrong. 2K's out here lying. I don't know why they sit up there hiding park gameplay to the last second, bro. The game drops next week.